Yo, what's going on, peeps? Out in the audience, my name is SkyStormerX, and welcome to Win Drama Alert number 1, the show where you get all of your Mindwind and Newwind news in a short and concise manner. So starting today, this show is going to be known as the Wind Drama Alert Show, because we're no longer going to be tied down to only Mindwind, as we will be covering Newwind as well. Sky! Why did you come back and make another Drama Alert? I thought you had stopped the series forever!
I don't know, I just felt like it, to be honest.
Sky, you suck, Fat Willy! Okay. But moving on, we have the first story of the day, which is about the Telekinesis Spellbook and its helmet-breaking abilities. The Telekinesis Spellbook is a deadly helmet killer when paired with anvils. Who is most targeted? AFK players at spawn. Which helmets are mostly affected? Expensive helmets such as summer helmets are prime targets. And as well, Manny's Blessings, because they're easily breakable. Keep your helmet safe. Next up, we have the return of the Ganvil Dupe from last episode. This time I actually have footage to show you guys. Good job, now you're getting it. Basically, this dupe was live for around about 4 hours, and during this time it was broken, to be honest. Don't get me wrong, this dupe was not game-breaking in any sense of the word, because there were only a couple different blocks that you could actually get from this, and most of those blocks were used for exclusively building. But that doesn't mean that it didn't still make a lot of people excited. By the time I was there, a lot of people had already gotten what they wanted and left, but there was a good surge of people going to this dupe. How this dupe worked, there were a couple chunks that would infinitely regenerate right under the Ganvil. As you can see right here, the chunks right next to the one under the Ganvil wouldn't actually regenerate, and it was completely normal. It was just the Ganvil chunks. Overall, it was a pretty fun dupe that a lot of people took part in, but it didn't break the game too much, which is also nice. And now it's time for the weather with South Georgia Pimp 49. Well, hello there, guys, and welcome to the weather with South Georgia Pimp 49. So today we're actually going to have us some blazing hot 14-degree Kelvin weather. So I just got to say, I've been working my pops fields, lifting up those hay bales, so I just got to say, you city folk don't know nothing about a hard day's work. You ain't working hard till you have a heat rash on 90% of your body. Yay, that's that country life. Yay! Thank you for that wonderful information, South Georgia Pimp. Next story is coming up from a Mindwind Moon. It's still full of hackers. I don't know what you want me to say. It's literally a hacker haven. So for our last Mindwind story, a lot of players have come to resent the fact that the new Mindwind meta is effectively full Netherite God. The fact that knockback is pretty much randomized when wearing full Netherite is just not something a lot of players want to get used to. For once, we can't actually blame Lexi for a Mindwind blunder, just because she has nothing to do with what Mojang adds. Honestly, it's just kind of something we have to deal with, and that sucks. But seriously, Mojang, how do you get PvP that wrong? Like, duh! From the Newwind side of things, we have several new additions, one of which being that Spawn is now breakable, just like Mindwind. I don't know how I feel about this. I kind of liked Newwind Spawn not being able to be broken, while Mindwind had that addition to themselves. But you know, whatever, it's Ollie's server, let him do what he wants. Next up, we have a Wild Loot exclusive armor set that was just added to the game in this latest update. It is a Void Steel. At first glance, it looks really nice. I'll break it down in more detail in an upcoming video, but for now, let's move on to the next edition. Ollie added the equivalent of Legacy Auras to the game, which come in the form of a Legacy Aura Keys. I couldn't find one of these Aura Keys just because everyone who has one has already used it. So, you know, I don't know what to show you guys. Ha! Such a bad YouTuber, Sky. As for some additional news, Mindwind and Newwind YouTuber SkyStormerX is officially coming out as wanting to diversify his content by making some videos not linked to the Mindwind Newwind community. More details will come out soon. SkyStormerX sucks! Who watches that guy anyway? What a nerd! As for the advertisement of the week, it goes to Kyotaro, name on screen right now, who is selling an ARC Grep Elixir Pot June 2020 Message him if interested. Now it's time for some comments from the community. So the first one goes to Unlisted, who quotes Joseph Stalin saying, "Those who vote decide nothing. Those who count the votes decide everything." Next comment comes from Ali69A, who says, "Ali, but sex number." Willahana says, "Sork on top." Last but definitely not least, Deadly Cheese _ says, "Noob is as noob does." So I hope you guys enjoyed this wonderful video. If you did, slap that like button. Show it who its daddy is. To stop existing is what I need. That's about it. I'm gonna make another one of these maybe. It just depends on what news comes out in the moment. And also, yes, I'm gonna be making some videos that aren't to do with Newwind or Minewind. And that's kind of like a big step for me. So, stick around for that. And Wind Drama Alert Nation, now over 315 subscribers.